Park and Resorts coming to the Veneta area by fall of 2026. Officials say that the American Heartlands will be comparable to the size of Magic Kingdom and Disneyland and will also feature a massive RV park and campground nearby, as well as a 4-star hotel and an indoor water park. Well, both St. Louis and Kansas City are in the top 3 of American cities with the biggest homicide rate problems. That's according to Wallet Hub, who says the 2 largest cities in Missouri only trail Memphis when it comes to the most homicide cases per capita over the past few years. Medical marijuana sales in Arkansas on track to set a new record this year. From January through June, patients spent $141 million to buy a little more than 29,000 pounds of medical marijuana. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Camden. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to KIX1025.com and click on the link to find out how to upload your audio. That's that Morning KIX page. Jen is out sick today, or at least that's what she's claiming. I think it's just meanness. But she's going to miss out on the news about flying cars. They are an actual thing now. We'll tell you why in just 18 minutes. Here's Luke Combs on KIX. Morning, everybody. It's just me today. I'm sorry. Look at it this way. You get twice as much for half as much cost. And if you'll buy that, then I've got some other things I'd like to sell you as well. No, so that's the big thing. The Gen Tour, we're going to have to postpone it because we're doing this for her, slacker. So she is out today. And so no Gen Tour today. Yeah, hold on. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Good morning.
Hello, Jan.
Hi. If you would like to keep the bib to put on your wall of shame, go ahead.
Okay, I would be honored to do that. We cleaned up the bottle yesterday. I'm not sure where it ended up, but we were going to try to put it up there on the wall, and we'll put the bib up there with it. You need your calf bottle back, I'm sure.
No, you can keep it.
No. We'll get that back to you. Go ahead.
Well, I'll stop by then. I want how you're buying.
Well, hold on. I'll let you know you can't today because our parking lot is closed, and I don't want you to have to walk through the rain. They're resurfacing it today.
Okay.
But tomorrow you should be able to. All right. Take care, Jan. Bye. Yeah, they're resurfacing our lot too, so we had to run through the rain to get here this morning. So anyway, Jen, this morning I get a phone call from her. Hold on, I'll let you hear this. Because bless her heart, she has been struggling with her voice all week long. Okay, listen to this.
Hey, good morning. It's me. I think I really need to take the day off and go see my doctor. I've been up since 3:30. I feel terrible.
You sound terrible.
I know we've got Gen Tours today. But
No, we don't.
My head's completely stuffed up. My ears.
Anyway, that's what she sounded like early this morning. And I'm like, no, stay home for Pete's sake. Gosh, it's stupid. So she just better get better by tomorrow because my vacation's next week. So, man, last year, I don't know if you remember or not, but last year when she took vacation and it was her first time covering from me being gone, and I'd had it booked for quite some time, and we went to Florida, she got COVID. So, I mean, for the first time ever, she got COVID. So, yeah, you better get your act together, Miss Thing. Okay, let's do this. I forgot. I've got to do all the stuff she normally does for us. So that's all right. You guys can help keep me in line while she's gone. I will also tell you that, I'm so sorry, Dorinda. Yeah, I would go ahead and go if you took time off for it and everything, go ahead and go or stop by or here and say, hey, whatever, and make a day out of it because I'm so sorry that we can't do it. Plus, the weather was kind of playing havoc today. We didn't expect this rainfall that we're now getting and now the cooler temperatures. So it would have been a great day to actually visit Shoal Creek. Even, overcast, cloudy would have been great. The only thing that would have been bad would have been the muddiness because up there around Mother Nature's crack, there's actually quite a bit of clay mud, which can ruin a pair of shoes. So, morning, sis. I bet, Dorinda, Megan would probably meet you down there at it. Right, Megan? Would you, Megan? Morning, Dustin. I'm speaking for her out of turn here, so. The reason we were going was for Jen, and now she is so sick and under the weather that we're not going to be able to do Jen tours today. So we will put it off until I get back. I know we had some stuff planned for the first week of August, but I'll let her decide what she wants to do on that, whether we go back to the animal safari or whether we just scrap that entirely and move on from there. She'll decide that. Yes, it is going to stop raining soon, and it's going to be a much, much nicer temperature today. In fact, it should, if it's not stopped for you already, it will be very, very, very soon. It should just be down to light drizzle, if anything at all. I think up around Pittsburgh, they're still getting some moderate rainfall, but I mean, it's 94 this afternoon, but it's going to take quite a while to get there. I mean, that's going to be late evening if we do that. I don't think we'll do that. So I've got information about flying cars. They are now actually a thing. I know for years they promised us flying cars, but there is now an actual flying car. We showed a video. We showed a video the other day on here when we were first talking about this. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but it's a car that is legal to drive on the highway. It's made in Italy, but it is legal to be driven even in the United States on the highway. And it can drive it's the first car to be able to drive between airport to airport and also fly between airport to airport. So it has wings that come out and it actually takes off like an airplane. Looks like a car with wings going through the sky. And they can actually fly it at, I think it's like 6,000 feet. So pretty impressive. And it is in mass production. It's not a prototype. It's not one they're looking into. It is in mass production. You can buy one. I forget what it costs. It's like an arm and a leg and your house and your children to buy one, but still. Jimmy, they say in Italy, there have been over 10 that have been licensed and sold. So they are in the sky. I don't know how this works with air traffic controllers and airports. I mean, you don't just fly to an airport and land. You've got to get clearance. There's got to be a flight schedule. It's a lot more than just zipping up into the air and, Yeah, Megan's going to go ahead and go, Dorinda. So if you guys work it out, you guys can meet up. That way you don't have to go by yourself like a creeper. Not that you're not good at that or anything. I mean, you're tremendous. If you want to be a creeper, heavens knows you can. Wawa? Are you okay, Sheila? KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 per country. Morning KIX 711. It's going to be cloudy and a little rainy today, especially during the morning hours. Jen is out today. She's claiming sickness. Do you guys want to hear her voice message? Can I? She is going to kill me if I do that. I think I will. I think I'll let you hear her voice. What she called and left with me at what time was it this morning? Hold on. Let me. Yeah, at 5 o'clock this morning, this is what I hear. Hold on. I got to hit the speaker.
I am just not in good shape this morning. I'm sorry. I know it's
Not to make little or light of her situation, bless her heart. I'm like, definitely stay home, get better, because I'm on vacation next week, and ain't no way you're getting out of that, okay? We've got details, some good news possibly, about the onset of the flying car. I know they promise it every couple of years or so, and then something happens, and it never has become a reality, but now they are a real thing. There's even 10 of them now on the roads, licensed in Italy, and they'll be coming to the United States soon. We'll tell you how this is possible in just 8 minutes. Here's Miranda Lambert on KIX 102.5. She is going to kill me. Yeah, she has been. Does anybody... Okay, Sheila's talking about the fact that CMT has pulled Jason Aldean's music video. Are you serious? Okay, first off, there is nothing racist about his song unless you interpret it as racist. There is nothing overtly racist at all, or we wouldn't be playing it. It talks about, don't you come bringing your left-wing ideals and agenda. He doesn't say that, but you can tell. He's talking about high moral values and things in our town. Don't come trying your stuff in our town. It never identifies a racial group, a subsocial group. So what it is some butthurt woke people that are like, I don't like his tone. And so therefore they've decided to make a statement by saying, we're pulling that. Number one, when's the last time anybody ever watched CMT? Raise your hand if you have CMT on your streaming device. None of you are raising your hand. I know. What's the last time you watched a country music video? You haven't. Maybe 5 years ago? CMT is not a thing. I mean, they may claim to be, but in reality, they are not a thing. Yeah, so it's Miranda Lambert that's the no selfies girl, yeah. So let's look at this. Who owns CMT? Paramount Global, which is a very liberal media company. That's why. So if you have Paramount channel, there is CMT on there, but not music videos. Yeah, CMT, what's that? Exactly, Romelda. Megan says, meet us at the safari. What time are you guys going to meet at the safari? Let everybody know. I would say meet at the studio, except they've got our parking lot closed down today. They resurfaced it last night. We even had to park over at Food for Less, so you can meet over at Food for Less. Well, they didn't sue anything. It's not even a lawsuit, Sheila. It's a political way of making a political statement against the conservative part of America, which there is a battle right now against conservative ideals, against high moral values, against what they think of as older principles, family values, those sort of things. The liberal agenda is a dead set against that. Dorinda, Peacock Lady. Dorinda says at 10. Where? At 10 where? At the safari? And it's backtracking for her to head to the studio. That is true. So for Megan, she'd have to come to Joplin, then turn around and go back down there. So it'd be easier for you guys to meet up down there. So at what time, Megan? Melissa had Vivo with a Roku TV. We saw some country videos on that. But now we have an LG TV, so no music channels. But it wasn't CMT. Even if you watch music videos, they're not on CMT. CMT shows like Andy Griffith's show and stuff like that. They quit showing music videos about the same time MTV did, which here's what's hilarious. So the other night, we had to do that production that got canceled because of the power outage here in Joplin. Well, they had this guy, this college kid who's 18, and he was the DJ. Okay, so the guy who spins the records and everything, we had a particular part of the song that they cut away for him to do that on. So he's this very socially with it, hip guy, whatever you want to say. None of those are the correct term, I'm sure. But anyway, he has his headphones. He's doing his spinning and everything, and his chatter on the discs. At some point, we had some downtime, and we were talking to him, and one of the girls had mentioned something looking like MTV. Oh, they were doing a fisheye lens on the camera on the performers, and it has that weird circular look on the screen, And somebody had said, it looks like MTV. And he goes, can you believe I have never seen MTV? I don't really know what it is. And they got to laughing about the fact, here's an 18-year-old that did not know what MTV was. So you want to know how irrelevant CMT and what they do or don't play an MTV is? That's a perfect example. They are a dead medium. But not on CMT, Megan. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Romelda. They could just meet at Indigo Sky Casino if they had trouble finding, or just meet at the Animal Safari. Just if somebody will say a time, 10. Okay, 10 o'clock is what they're saying. That's perfect. So I'm going to tell you all about the flying car here in just a minute. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number one for country. Going to tell you how the flying car is now actually a reality after Cole Swindell on KIX 102.5. Okay. Meet up. Romelda may be there. I can't. Dorinda, I would love to. I wish I could still come and be with it with you guys, but with her being gone, that throws me a little bit behind on some of my responsibilities. So normally she would have covered stuff. We would have gotten done with everything, and I would have tracked a little early for this weekend. We would have recorded the 9 o'clock hour and left like at 9:15, 9:30. I am now behind on 2 or 3 of my responsibilities for this morning's show instead of working ahead. And I probably won't be able to voice track or record the 9 o'clock hour until well into the 9 o'clock hour. There's no way I could get out of here and be there by 10. Plus, I've got to do my stuff for the weekend, and I got a promotion dropped in my lap that I have to get ready for her for Monday. We're going to be giving away monster truck tickets to the Lamar. Hold on, I got the details here. The toughest monster truck tour is coming to Lamar, Missouri, July 28th and 29th. And Jen's going to be giving away tickets all next week, every day, for either day. You can use them. You can pick your day, either the 28th or the 29th. And then I realized I have got to get a ticket giveaway for Luke Bryan ready for when I come back. So I don't want to do that while I'm on vacation. So I've got to get that ready now before I leave so that it's ready when I get back. We are going to be giving away 15 pair of Luke Bryan tickets starting on July 31st. That's a week from Monday. I mean, that's a ton of tickets. And if you think that's a lot, we have 30 pair of Sam Hunt tickets that starts the week after. 30 pair! That's 60 tickets we're going to be giving away. So, whoa. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 722. It's going to be cloudy and a little rainy all throughout the day today. It's supposed to be partly sunny this afternoon with highs around 94, but we've got some doing to get there. We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 5 minutes. Jen is out today. She's a little under the weather, so we've canceled. We've got something we call Jen Tours that we do with some of our what do you call them? Our live video freaks, our family. Our live video friends that we have that watch us on our live video on all the different streaming platforms. But we have what Jen Tours is we go around to different 4 states locations to let Jen experience some of this stuff that she never has because she's new to the area, and they go along with us. We had to cancel that today because she's a little under the weather, but we'll pick it up again in a week or so. So it seems like we hear about this every couple of years or so. They're talking flying cars, but this year it looks like it is really happening. The Federal Aviation Administration has now certified a vehicle that a California startup describes as a real flying car. It's the first fully electric vehicle that can both fly and travel on roads to receive U.S. government approval. Aleph Automotive is the name of the company, and they say their vehicle aircraft, which is dubbed the Model A, is the first flying vehicle that is drivable on public roads, fully licensable, and able to park like a normal car. It also has a vertical takeoff and landing capabilities, and it will be able to carry 1 or 2 occupants and have a road range of 200 miles and a flying range of 110 miles. They say they expect to sell it for $300,000 each. And the first delivery, orders have already been made, but the first delivery is projected next year. So, a real thing, actual flying cars, because, they promised for years and years, oh, flying cars is part of our future. They're on their way. We're going to have flying cars. I think the guy who we all have to admire a little bit is that guy who kept on promising and kept on trying to invent the flying car all of these years in the face of it not happening. We need to salute him as the real American hero that he is.
This station presents Real American Heroes.
Real American hero.
Today, we salute you, Mr. Flying Car Inventor.
Mr. Flying Car Inventor.
You, sir, have the revolutionary vision to fundamentally change travel. And so we've been reading about your latest flying car prototype every 6 months since 1937.
But this new one's gonna really take off.
The problem is landing it safely.
There's another 20 plane pile up in the parking lot. Yeah.
So when you finally realize that most drivers are unable to parallel park, let alone handle a wind shear in the fog, tip your pretend pilot hat to the guy who hasn't realized it. Mr. Flying Car Inventor, a real American hero.
Mr. Flying Car Inventor.
You do know there's a thing called helicopters, right?
Okay. That is done. So we also have changed our topic 3 or 4 times. Can I move all of these? Yay, I can. Awesome. So yesterday, we had originally intended to talk about what food is better cold than it is fresh, or just as good cold as it is fresh. So we decided not to do that. And I realized that Jen and we were going back during the podcast yesterday, which, by the way, if you've not checked out the most recent edition of Morning KIX Extra, oh my gosh, you're missing out. We were putting it together yesterday and we're laughing so hard. It's hilarious. I mean, it's the hot dog. Is a hot dog a sandwich or not? My arguments are so valid. But it's not just that. We had a couple of other bits in there that were just busted got laughing. It's the one where Amazon, Jeff Bezos is going to start styling hair, and Jen goes, I've got a problem. I said, boy, I'll say. It's just funny stuff. Anyway, it dropped yesterday, the Morning Kicks Extra most recent episode. So go check it out if you need a laugh later today. It will definitely give you one or your money back. And we decided, hey, we've never had the straw argument. She goes, what's the straw argument? And I said, how many holes are in a straw? And she goes, just one. And I said, oh, my child, you are so misled. I said, I must help you in your wrongness. There are two. She goes, no, there's not. There's, and here we went, So I said, wait. We need to do this on air. So we were going to do that today, and then she bailed on me. So, no, I decided this morning, coming in, that we would go ahead and move that to tomorrow's show. Move tomorrow's show, which is what are you doing right now, because I'm nosy, to today. And that's something I can do by myself a lot easier because it's all about you guys talking. It's not about her and I arguing. So we'll save that for tomorrow. But we are going to do classic country theater this morning. And it's got her saying, are you okay? What are you doing? And a couple of those things in it. So that'll be a little weird. But that's okay. It's all right. We can deal with that. I need to get that ready. So 1, 2, and then 3. And I need to do, I thought about just not doing country classic theater. But I feel like, oh, wait. Which one is it? Which one is it? I can't remember which one I did. Okay, hold on. Number 1, my old man bladder has really been messing with me. I already gone to the bathroom 4 times before we even came on with the video. So I thought, yeah, get it taken care of before we start the video. That didn't happen. Where is the bathroom one? Holy cow, we don't have the bathroom. Okay, so you just got to sit here and stare at the empty camera while I go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Stay there. Hey, everybody, let's do a song together while I'm gone. Ready? A 1, and a 2, and a 3. Take it. All right, beautiful. Yay, thank you. Okay, so I'm trying to get classic country theater ready. Huh. We've been doing that since June. I didn't realize we've been doing it a month now. Okay, now I need that song. That ought to be enough, right? Okay. 7 o'clock hour's ready. All done. Now I can get back to talking with you guys. Good Lord, Catherine, where you been? She's sick today. Okay. I've heard two sides to this story, Dorinda, and that's a great question. Let's talk about that for a minute. So if you don't know what happened, the other night during her show, Miranda Lambert stopped things because and got on to some girls who were taking selfies down in the audience. This was at her Las Vegas residency. She was a few bars into the song The Tin Man when she stopped everything. She said, hey, these girls are worried about their selfie and not even listen to the song. It's pissing me off a little bit. Sorry, I don't like it at all. We're here to hear some country music tonight. I'm singing some country damn music. Enraged by her reaction. Enraged. Several fans got up and left the concert saying, you don't do that to fans. But then there's a lot of people who have come back and said, here is this lady putting a lot of energy, and I use that loosely, lady, but putting a lot of energy and effort into her music, into her art, and is being ignored by them. This is her show that they get to pay and come see. Should not be able to, dictate the behavior in it? I don't know. What do you think? Is she just being a white trash snot, as I've heard somebody say, or does she have that right as the performer in her show, putting forth her energy, her effort? Let me tell you, I've played, speaking as a musician myself, I have played a lot of places where the people did not even know I was there. And I was background wallpaper, a lot of bars where a lot of people could have cared less about the music, no matter how good we were. I've played other places where if you would have tried to have a conversation while we were playing, while the band was playing, the other people in the audience would have made you leave the bar, picked you up and carried you out physically. You do that down in Clarksdale or Memphis, you get noisy or you do something except for pay attention to the music, they will say, hey, you want to go somewhere else? Because it is about the music at those places. So, see, Kendra thinks she has that right. So that right there tells me that Miranda was probably wrong. The very fact that Kendra supports her is an indicator that probably not right. Dorinda says, hey, you're getting paid either way, so do the show. Kathy says snot. I don't know if she's just practicing using the word or saying it out loud or. Oh, did Megan ask about it? Oh, it was Megan. I just saw your name going, I think she was a little extra. I know this. You start taking prima donna attitude at all, it's very off-putting, especially for a largely conservative audience that you have in your country music audience. It's probably not the best personality to take on with those fans. They don't appreciate that sort of thing. We've seen other performers in the past who thought they were all that in a bag of chips, who immediately got the fans turned their back on, when they begin to act that way. It doesn't take a lot. It really, Kathy said it was a little narcissistic to her. Yeah. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Price of coffee is going up. This could be bad news for you. I'll tell you all about it right after Thomas Rhett on KIX 102.5. Jen would love this. We're actually running a little late. Yeah, I can see both sides of this. I really can. Kendra, if you would get here on time, you'd know. No, we're not doing Jen tours today. It will not be happening today because Jen is sick, she claims. I think it's a meanness infection that she's suffering from. She might have been having a bad day. Does that give her the right to take that out on everyone else, though, Jimmy? Entitled, going to mess around and get blacklisted to only small-town casinos. Yeah, I've been next to rude concert goers, but it's their choice to act that way. But it just shows you aren't a true music fan. That's right. The show is supposed to go on no matter what. That's always been the rule. Every musician that I've ever played with followed. I don't care how sick or how bad you feel or how awful your circumstances are. The music goes on. So sometimes when you get your perspective, it's easy to lose your perspective when you get, so big and where you don't have to think about stuff like that. So, everybody can see things, that everybody's got a perspective or opinion, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right or wrong ideal. But I think I know how we all kind of feel about that kind of thing because we largely see things eye to eye for the most part. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:38. Jen's out today. She's feeling under the weather, but hopefully she'll be back with us tomorrow. We'll take a look at weather and 4 states news in just 20 minutes. And in the next hour, we're going to be asking, what are you doing right now? Just because I'm nosy that way. Want to check and see what you're up to right now. Which you can tell me what you're doing right now if you want to, but we'll be talking about it then, which won't necessarily be what you're doing now, but what you're doing then, which will be right now then, if you follow my whole mental process there. Speaking of mental, the price of coffee is getting ready to go up again. So Arabica coffee prices have been climbing over the last 3 years, which Arabica, if you don't know, that's the proper coffee. Robusta, you need to throw that stuff outside in the backyard and use it to kill weeds with because that's all it's good for. Last November, coffee Arabica prices rose to a multi-decades high. Brazil, this is why. Brazil produces over 35% of the world's coffee. So when the weather's not good in Brazil, it wreaks havoc on the global coffee industry. So a combination of drought and frost last year means that they produced a lot less coffee, contributing to the lowest reserves in over 20 years. And at the same time, consumption in the United States has hit a record high. Americans now drink more coffee than any other beverage. That's including tap water. And the formula is a classic example of supply and demand. When there's less coffee and a lot of people who want it, the prices go up. So, you're not likely to get an apology from the price of coffee from coffee producers. But luckily, we've got Mr. Morgan Freeman to do it for them.
Hello, I am the price of coffee. I'd like to sincerely apologize for cutting so deeply into your personal finances. I regret you don't even have the power to boycott me because of your insatiable desire for your morning brew. The best part of waking up is emptying your wallet. Sorry about that. Oh, sure, coffee is good to the last drop, but that last drop is worth over $2 now. My biggest regret is that your black coffee is going to put you in the red. Apologetically yours, the price of coffee.
Okay. This is going to be a little odd to do. I don't know how this is going to work, really, the Classic Country Theater. So, I don't know. Because Jen's on it, talking with me on it. So, that's not, I guess I could say that we recorded this earlier. Part of the novelty is, though, the idea that I'm doing it right then, right? Does anybody believe that anymore? I know you guys don't. Good gosh, that was distorted. I think on purpose. Shut up, Megan. We are. We do. So Dorinda is sitting at work QCing batteries. Do you do that with both fingers, Dorinda? And Mary Kate Sturm is currently eating ice cream at Sonic. Perfect start to a day. Let me tell you what you need to get at Sonic, okay? Try this. Oh my gosh. What is the things with the ice cream with real fruit in them? What do they call that? It's not a slush. It is a whatever that is. You need to get that. Orange, strawberry, banana, okay? So I would advise you get the strawberry one because you can get strawberry ice cream, and that tastes really good. But they also put the fruit chunks in it, and then they add in banana and orange. It's like having, they used to call, smoothie. Yeah, smoothie, that's it. So they used to do this thing called a sunrise smoothie. If you ask for it now, they're going to be like, what? Because they're all teenagers with learning disabilities. But anyway, the flavors that they had in that was orange juice, banana, and strawberry, and it was amazing. And then, of course, like all things that are good at Sonic, they quit making it. Much like the coconut cream pie shake. Thanks a lot! Oh, and here's a question. What is the deal with making one burger with mayonnaise and the other with ketchup? Where's mustard? Everybody likes mustard, at least most people. Those are not the most two popular options. Here's the thing, too. My sister-in-law, Gina's sister, is a top executive with Sonic restaurants. So she travels all over the United States, all over the Midwest, visiting restaurants, Sonics. I think she's over 30, 40, 50 Sonics. So she is actually one of the R&D people who help decide what's going to be on the menu. So there have been times that I have actually emailed her and said, what the heck are y'all doing? Why are you doing this? Can't you fix this? She just ignores me. I'm just now seeing on the video comments where Megan commented about Miranda Lambert and saying she's becoming bitter, and it's showing. Only she spelled it biter. Just for a second, can we just shut down and go to Imagination Town and let's imagine Miranda Lambert becoming biter. The Tin Man. Come on now, that's funny. Hey, white liar. That's funny. They'd be like, does she have rabies? Is this a compulsive thing that she's doing? She's becoming biter, Megan. Good Lord, don't get near Miranda. I'm not going back to her show. She left a mark. Miranda Biter Lambert. That's good stuff. I was even going to wear shorts to work today for the first time ever. I had them all picked out, laid out, and everything because I knew we were doing the gin tours. And then when I heard from her this morning, I went and instead I chose pants. Bites for $5. Oh, I don't know. I understand tickets to get bitten by Miranda Lambert are very expensive. Like $60, $70 to get bit by her. Plus, you have to stand in line. Okay, I need to listen to this, so I don't want you guys to hear it, so I'm going to turn off the mic here for a second. I want to make sure how this starts. Hold on. So I think what I will do, can I edit that out? We're going to go next. Okay, yeah. Oh, come on. I think I'm going to edit off the beginning. Okay, so hold on. So it goes.
Classic country theater. Classic country theater.
Oh, man, I can't.
Classic country theater.
I can't. Oh, well. Oh, it worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. Yay, yay, yay. So the only thing she's going to say is, are you ready? KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen 749. It's going to be cloudy and a little rainy this morning. Light rain across a lot of the four states right now. And it is 73 in Joplin. We'll give you a complete look at the weather forecast. Tell you about the sunshine we're expecting later this afternoon. When just 10 minutes, we'll look at four states news and weather. And then after that, we're going to be asking, what are you doing right now? Kind of an audit of your personal habits and behavior, because that and we're nosy. 623-1025 to text or tell us, and we'll talk about those next hour. Jen is feeling a little under the weather today, she says. So hopefully she'll be back with us tomorrow. But in the meantime, it's Thursday, which over the past few weeks, in an effort to bring more culture to Morning KIX, which we've been accused of not having much of, we have been taking various country songs that we play on KIX, taking the lyrics from those songs and performing them in a classical kind of Shakespearean manner to prove that there is a lot of culture in country music, and on KIX, you just sometimes got to dig for it a little bit. So in doing so, what we're going to do is give you a chance to win a free KIX t-shirt. If you can identify the song that I'm going to perform with my blood, sweat, and tears, if you can identify what country song it is and then tell me at 623-1025, we're going to hook you up with a KIX t-shirt for identifying our classic country theater. Here we go.
Are you ready?
Stop asking me that! Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Not there. Sit over there. I thought by now I'd have figured it out. How not to make the easy thing so hard to do. I bet that I'd be further down this road if I could read the signs that point me to the truth. I never planned on being nothing but a cowboy. But somewhere I picked up this old guitar. Girl, all I can say is, I'm sorry if I get kind of careless with your heart. All the headlights, all the midnights, chasing all that empty, still ain't got it right. All the crazy, all the gypsy. Well, I guess all I'm saying is, forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. I bleed for my art. Yes, I know. Thank you. And now, excuse me. And now, if you can tell me what song that was at 623-1025, we're going to hook you up with a KIX t-shirt to prove that, yes, there is culture on KIX, much like yogurt culture, but it's still on the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. Hey, if you're tired of living with... And now I got to do this before I can take a phone call. Oh, come on. Nobody knows that song? Seriously? Or did I make it too difficult to understand what we were doing? I did get a little wordy. Megan knows what it is. Call Megan. I can use your voice if nothing else. Megan knows what it is. So 623-1025. And I need a call quick because we got to play the winner back coming out of this break. There we go. Okay, here we go. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Who is this?
Megan.
I thought so. Megan from Seneca, right? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this ready to play back and have it go over the air, which would be very positive. This one, and that one, and that one. All right. Megan from Seneca, what song were we performing with Classic Country Theater today?
Human by Cody Johnson.
Woo! That is it. For knowing that, we have got you a free KIX t-shirt, Megan.
Thank you.
Just tell me who's the 4 states #1 for country and culture.
KIX 102.5.
Very good. Thank you very much. And you know you can always get a KIX t-shirt. You don't have to come get it or any of that stuff.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I always count on you. Bye, Megan. Which would be weird to count on Megan. Be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, crud. Without Jen here to help hold my focus, I'm just all over the place. It's like an ADD fit happening while you watch. Which I guess can be entertaining.
Human.
Okay. We performing with Classic Country Theater today.
Human by Cody Johnson.
Woo! That is it. For knowing that, we have got you a free KIX t-shirt, Megan.
Thank you.
Just tell me who's the 4 states #1 for country and culture.
KIX 102.5.
There you go. I figured that one would be a little tougher. I didn't know it'd be that tough, though. Okay, that's 2, 3. Yeah, we ain't gonna have time for that other song. Unbelievable. I have to go to the bathroom again. Unbelievable. This is like 6 times since 6 a.m. No, it does not count. I will say that. A t-shirt is not going to count against your 30-day win. It will not. So if you win a t-shirt and you want to win other prizes, let us know and we won't put you into the system, or we'll put an override so that you can qualify for the other big prizes. A t-shirt is too dinky to count against your other big prizes. I would not do that to you. Blame it on the hot dog water from yesterday. That's why I've got so much ADD today. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Good morning.
Well, hello, Dustin. How's it going? It's just me today. Jen stayed home because she has an infected toenail. Can you believe that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told her. I said, if you wash your feet better, that wouldn't happen. What can I play for you? Garth. Imagine that. Okay, I'll try to get some on for you, buddy. All right, bye. Well, Megan said stay to the popular tunes, and that's what we've tried to do. I thought I was. Okay, so what we're doing is I literally go to the programming software that we use for KIX to help develop the rotation, and I've gone into the power recurrence, which are the songs that were either #1 or in the top 10, and have now dropped off of that, but are still in this very popular, very identifiable cycle. And that's what we pick from. So what we do is we go through and we say, hey, try this song. So we tried Scotty McCreery, It Matters to Her. And I went through and read the lyrics, and I tried, hearing it in my head going, and it didn't sound right. So we went on to the next one and tried to pick. And when I got to Human, the lyrics just... You can see, okay, look, like, oh, and when you search for Human lyrics, it comes up Rag and Bone Man, so that is not it. You got to type Cody Johnson. What you get was, I thought by now I'd have it figured out how not to make the easy thing so hard to do. I bet that I'd be further down this road if I could read the signs that point me to the truth. It's like, you're like, it's a no duh. Especially the next line, I never planned on being nothing but a cowboy. Yeah, that's great. So I thought for sure that it was a #1 song for him, but not popular enough, maybe. And I try to stay away from the hook lines because I don't want to make it too easy. I don't want to put the title in the lyrics. So we usually skip over those or try to pick a different part of the song that does not have the title in the lyrics. Maybe I need to start doing that, though, if I want winners. Your face is bad, Jimmy. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to point that out. Okay, so what are you doing right now? I am waiting. You know what we're going to hear, don't you? Pooping. And when we do, I'm going to say, grunt big for daddy. Chance of rain to continue through this morning, but sunny this afternoon with highs near 94, and a chance of thunderstorms tonight in the overnight with lows around 67. Friday, we'll see another chance of rain with highs near 81, and clearer and cooler Friday night with lows around 61, and then sunny on Saturday with highs into the upper 80s. KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is still showing some light rain across a lot of the 4 states. Heavy cloud cover, 75 in Miami, 73 in Carthage, and 73 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app. Jen's out today. We said, you need a timeout. We're kidding you out. No, seriously, she had an infected toenail from not washing her feet enough. So she hopefully will be able to be back with us tomorrow. But in the meantime, we're wanting to know... That's not really what's wrong, but it's funny. What are you doing right now? That's what we're wanting to know. 623-1025, or you can text us there, or you can tell us on Facebook, what are you doing right now? Because we're just nosy that way. Here's Luke Bryan, 1 margarita, or 4, on KIX 102.5. Okay, I got to get this up on Facebook. And then I have to go to the bathroom. Looking into buying land. No, it was not. Jimmy, was it really? Dorinda says, on break, eating pancake and sausage on a stick. And watching the best morning show. Yes, of course. It was. When is National Hot Dog? I've got to look now. It was National Hot Dog Day yesterday. It really was. Holy cow, how did we miss that? Did we do that on purpose? I can't remember. Did we know that? I have a feeling somehow that we knew that and I forgot it. The third Wednesday of each July is National Hot Dog Day. Well, guess what yesterday was? Is that why I had to drink hot dog water? We could have said that was why we were doing Would You Rather Wednesday. Because everybody's like, why are you doing a hot dog in a baby bottle? And we're like, huh? It is a talk on CBS morning show. They had wiener dog races. Why didn't they mention that a air personality in Joplin, Missouri drank hot dog water out of a baby bottle? That's more interesting than wiener dog races. Oh, no, Megan. Going around helping the neighbor look for their dog. Hadn't been feeling well and was let out this morning and now isn't around. Sometimes they do that to, when they're, I know some animals when they're dying. Hopefully that's not the case here. But they will do that to go off and be by themselves. It's more comfortable for them. Again, hopefully not the case there. Okay, need 3 more. So, y'all ready to drink? I had to take one of my guitars in to be worked on yesterday. So, I don't ever play this guitar, very rarely ever. But, yeah, get your drinks ready. But this is one of the most technologically amazing guitars that there is. It's called the Variax, and I've owned it for quite a few years, but I didn't ever like it's got a computer on it. Inside the guitar body, there is a computer that helps manufacture different guitar sounds. So you can go, rather than having to switch guitars to get different types of tones, they're all modeled in this computer system that it then puts out to whatever amplification system you're using. Not only that, but rather than having to reach up and change the tuning of each individual string to change the tuning configuration, such as most guitars are tuned E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, that's the 6 strings. That's traditional A440 tuning. And we teach kids to remember that, or I do, by saying, eat a dead green boy every day. That's the anagram that we use to remember that, or that I use. Or eat a dead green, boy every day. So sometimes you can change the tuning, like the top and bottom string, to D and get a different sound. Or you can tune it to what they call DAD-GAD, which is D-A-D, G-A-D. And it makes a different sounding tuning. Or you can use a capo, which is a little clamp that you put on the fretboard. You might have seen musicians use those before, which is, it shifts the tuning up. Or you can tune the whole thing down to where it's got the low guttural sound. With this, I can do all of that by just flicking a little switch up on the top of the guitar. But then it also has traditional, regular guitar pickups, the little microphones that are under the strings. But I've not liked how those have sounded, so I didn't use it very much unless I needed to. It can sound like an acoustic guitar, like a banjo, like a sitar, like one of those dobro slide guitars, or it can sound like a Les Paul or a Telecaster or a Stratocaster, pretty much any guitar you can imagine. You can even go in and build your own guitars on the computer setup for this thing. So it's very, very innovative, very neat what it's capable of doing. Oh, also, I plug it into my modeling system, the pedal board that I use, using a computer cable, a Cat5 cable. And so I can, hold on. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Jen's out today, though, feeling a little under the weather, but hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. We're talking about, we're wanting to know, we're being nosy, wanting to know, what are you doing right now? Right now. Tell us at 623-1025. You can also text us there, or you can tell us on Facebook. What are you doing right now? Here's Carly Pierce on the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. So, eat a dead green bug every day? Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? I guess I could do that, but boy is just weird enough to make you go, what? So anyway, this guitar, I can plug it in with that Cat5 cable and program like key changes, instrument changes. And rather than having to quit playing and reach down and switch it with my hands, I can do it with my feet on that pedal board. So stuff changes and I never have to quit playing. It's seamless. Hi there, Morning KIX. What are you doing right now?
Randy, what's going on? I am having coffee, listening to you, working on my Polaris 800 I bought.
Oh, nice. So it's the perfect start to a day, sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Thanks for your call, Harry.
All right, buddy.
Catch you later, man.
Bye.
So anyway, I'm getting ready to do a deal. I got hired to play a deal down in Branson. It's a 2-day production that's going to be happening in August. And I'm the only guitarist for this whole thing. They don't even have an acoustic guitarist. So I asked, I said, what elements are going to need to be covered? I don't even know the music yet. But they said, you'll have to be the lead guitarist, the rhythm guitarist, and cover some acoustic things. So upon talking with the music director a little closer, I've realized that I'm going to have to play acoustic in in the middle of the song and then electric through the rest. And I'm like, I have a choice. I can bring my acoustic along and put it up on one of those big stands, which is in the way, and it's an eyesore on stage. Or I could get my Variax fixed and use it, and nobody will ever notice anything. And I can easily switch, without having to do all that bulky switching and turning volumes up and down and blah, blah, blah. So they are working on that right now. My guitar tech, I had to take it to him yesterday. Ryan Mazzico, he's a genius. He lives here in Joplin. Actually, I think he lives up in Webb City. But he builds acoustics, custom acoustic guitars that they sell all over the world. And some top artists play his guitars. I don't own one because they start at around $5,000. And I just don't play acoustics that much to justify that expensive an acoustic, but he's tried to get me to buy one for years. He is a genius, this guy. So there's that. might get a little loopy petting the animals. After that, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Still need. Do I have time? No, I do not. This is Morgan Wallen's new one. Have you guys heard it? I think we're gonna. No, we're gonna have time for this song. Yeah, we got time. KIX 102.5, the four states, number one for country. Want to know what are you doing right now? 623-1025. Here's Tyler Hubbard on KIX. All right. So how many are going now on the deal? Holy cow, my wife is late today. Just now leaving for work. Okay, here we go. It has, Sheila. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 817. It's going to be cloudy the rest of the day and rainy for this morning in some parts of the 4 states. And we'll give you a complete look at the weather forecast in just 6 minutes. And we're wanting to know, what are you doing right now? 623-1025, because we're nosy that way. You can text or tell us there, or you can tell us on Facebook. What are you doing right now?
Talking to you guys.
Hey, you are, aren't you? Get your eyes back on the road.
I'm at work. I'm talking to you guys and having fun. Why not?
Don't let your boss catch you. That's all I got to say. What are you doing right now? 623-1025, what are you doing right now?
I'm running a track hoe.
What the heck is a track hoe? Hey, he asks with much trepidation.
A piece of heavy equipment.
Oh, I've heard him called that, yeah. So what are you doing right now? 623-1025 to text or tell us what you're doing right now. Hi there, Morning Kicks. What are you doing right now? What are you doing?
Right now, I'm worried about a really bad outbreak. I didn't know if you heard the latest news. There is zombies at Table Rock Lake.
No. Well, there goes the property value.
Yes, I know it.
What are you doing right now? Text or tell us 623-1025, or you can tell us on Facebook what you're doing right now. It's the 4 states number 1 for country. Hi there, Morning Kicks. What are you doing right now?
I am going to work.
Well, that's probably a good thing. You ought to get there. You're going to be running late.
Yeah?
Yep. Get there.
All right.
Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
Oh, my gosh. Getting ready for the zombies, apparently. What zombies? You haven't heard about the zombies? The zombies are coming. Hooray, hooray. This summer has been weird. I mean, okay, according to the official reports, we are 8 inches below normal for the year. Okay, but if you look at monthly totals, we are actually ahead for the month of July. We've received more rain in July than we traditionally do in years past. So, you know, when you hear that we're 8 inches below normal, that's for the year-to-date amounts. And we had some pretty dry months during January. Well, was it February that was really dry? Whatever. Anyway, it's easy to misunderstand that information if you're not careful. So that's what they're meaning by that. We have gotten a lot of rain. Usually by this time of the year, it usually is rainy right up until the 4th of July. Usually have a dry spell in June and then rain right around the 4th of July, somewhere in that time period. If it doesn't ruin your 4th of July plans, it does before or after. And then after that, we go into drought mode and we don't see much of anything else except hot temperatures until the end of August. So it has not been that way. What has happened? I'm sure that's going to happen. It's just everything seems to be happening so slowly and late this year. It really seems seems late. Everything's late this year. Get rid of that. Okay. I hate to do this again. Does that mean snow for Christmas? Okay, the question is, and I actually heard a commentary on this from the National Weather Service the other day because that's my boring life and what I listen to. But they are saying that this usually means a milder winter for the northern states, but a wetter winter for the southern states. And we're right in the middle of all that. So, who knows? I would say it's a pretty good chance for either a rainy Christmas or snow. I would think rainy. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. What else have we not talked about? Movies that are starting this weekend. Barbie, which I don't know about this, but unbelievably, it's getting rave reviews. Everybody's talking about how amazing it is. It is Margot Robbie, and she is a great actress, but really? How great can a story about Barbie be? I don't know. But then Oppenheimer also is starting this Friday in theaters, which is the story about the German scientist who was responsible for the creation of the atomic bomb, the atomic age, the Cold War. All of that came from his discoveries. He was also the developer of the B-1 rockets that were used during World War II by Germany. He defected from Germany to the United States towards the end of the war and became a major part of our atomic research. The movie, I've heard, is just filled with sex scenes and all sorts of stuff. So, unless you're into that sort of thing, probably won't be what you want to watch. What is everybody watching right now? What is the thing? I mean, when you go to the TV, what is the thing you're watching? Maybe not the newest thing, but did everybody see that there's a new season for Justified? Do you remember the show with Timothy Oliphant? It's back. FX has it. You can watch it on Hulu. I have neither one of those channels, so I can't watch it. I was a big fan of the first version of it, but apparently this is the original cast all back, but the Justified character that Timothy Oliphant plays is now in the city for some reason. So it's Justified in the city. We call it Justin Fried at my house. So I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's any good. I mean, it is the original director, original cast, original writer, so should just be more of the same, right? Megan says, Alone. You just reminded me, Megan, I've got a new episode to watch that comes out tonight. That's right. Are you liking it? I like the South American guy. I don't know why. He just seems very nonplussable. They seem to be having a lot of luck. The guy that's doing the fishing, by throwing it out, he seems to be catching a lot of stuff. He seemed to have a little bit of a temper tantrum when he lost. Was it the lure or was it the string? I can't remember. Then there's the other guy that has the gill net, seems to be getting a lot of fish. I do know for a fact the South American guy, he has a cache that he has put way up in a tree, or has built a cache way up high with a ladder up to it. And I know it gets eaten up by maggots in the next episode. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jim. We're wanting to know, what are you doing right now? Come on, tell us. We're nosy. 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. Here's Lady A on the 4 states, #1 for country, KIX 102.5. Chicago Med and Chicago Fire. Kendra says, well, of course you do, Chicago. You hope for all of Chicago to burn, don't you? It's going to be moist. So the Alone episode, I know he doesn't smoke his grouse and his fish well enough, and fly larvae get all into them and ruin them. They were there the last time he checked on his food storage, and he said, not a big deal, brushed them off, and, he's like, it'll be all right. And I was like, oh, man, if fly larvae is getting into your stored meat, that means that there is still moisture in them. That means that there is still rot, which is all that the fly larvae eat, is rotten meat. So that means that's a problem. You did not smoke it enough. It's not dehydrated enough. Kendra says her niece is watching Spintail. Yeah, I liked him too, and I don't know. I don't always pick the winner. In fact, I think I've only picked the winner once. But I don't know. If it wasn't for him, I kind of like the guy from Georgia, is it, that has the kid that's autistic? I kind of like him. I don't think he's going to win. He's way too connected to his family. He's going to miss them too much soon, I think. I'm watching that, but we also started watching Lost again. I hadn't watched the show again since it first came out. Then I got to realizing, my gosh, that show was back in early 2000s, like 2000 through 2003. Blew my mind how long it had been. It's been 20 years since that show came out. My wife has never seen it, so it's a first time for her. And going back and watching it, it's every bit as good as it was the first time, and I've forgotten a lot of the storylines. So, and a lot of us at that time did not realize the relatively new director who was in charge of that show, J.J. Abrams, what a powerhouse he would end up being. Yep, not enough smokage on it. So J.J. Abrams, who is responsible for the most recent Star Wars movies, the Transformer movies, what else is he's done massive movies, pretty much got his launch, his kickstart to fame through the show Lost. That's the one with the plane crash, the island, yes, the survivors. So we are almost done with season 1, which is 20 episodes. Each season back then was like 20 episodes. That's when they did television right back then. Of course, they also had a lot of commercials. And KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:31. Jen's out sick today, but will hopefully be back with us tomorrow. We're talking today about what are you doing right now? We're wanting to know, what are you doing right now? Whatever it might be, you can tell us at 623-1025. What are you doing right now?
On my way home from surgery.
How's it feel being a real boy?
Oh, good.
You're not going to regret that one single bit, and that nose was really getting in the way of everybody.
Yeah.
That's a smart move on your part. What are you doing right now?
Staining wood trim.
You know what? I bet you can get the stains out of that wood trim if you use a little Clorox bleach on it.
I don't know if I want to do that, though.
If you use the Clorox bleach and you put them in at permanent press cycle and then spin cycle them twice, they'll get the stains right out of that wood trim.
Yeah, I bet it would.
Wood trim, you mean? Yeah, wood trim. And they'll be fluffy soft. So you'll have fluffy soft, clean wood trim. What are you doing right now? Hi there, Morning KIX.
Right now, I am shaving my husband's head and eyebrows in the garage.
Why are you shaving his eyebrows? And why are you doing it in the garage?
Because I don't want to do it in my house.
There must be a lot of hair left over. Are you using a weed whacker to get it done?
No, he's really not that bad. He really would like it done every week, once a week. It's about once a month, actually.
You still not told me why you're shaving his eyebrows off.
I've come close to that.
He looks like Martin Van Buren is why.
I think so.
Yeah. When he goes to play basketball, his buddies say, "Hey, Larry, take off your sweater." And he goes, "I ain't wearing a sweater." What are you doing right now?
I am actually driving to work.
It's better than walking to work, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Running late, though.
I think the phrase is driving late, not running late, because if you were running late, you would be walking to work.
True.
What are you doing right now? You can text or tell us at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook. It's the 4 states number 1 for country, KIX 102.5. Hi there, Morning KIX. What are you doing right now?
You're never going to believe it. I just pulled out of the driveway, and I'm on my way to Cheyenne Frontier Days, the granddaddy of them all.
Scion. What is Scion Frontier Days?
In Cheyenne, Wyoming, it's the biggest rodeo in the United States of America.
Cheyenne. I thought you said Scion. Cheyenne Frontier Days. Yeah, I have actually been to Cheyenne Frontier Days. Actually played at Cheyenne Frontier Days once. And in a band years and years ago. Yeah, I was the lead guitarist for a band that played at it. Yeah, that is a huge festival.
Yes, sir. We go up there and we pull a team of horses in the parades up there, all 4 parades.
That is awesome, man. Well, have a great time and drive careful.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Have
Bye.
a good one.
You too. Going to Cheyenne Frontier Days. That, let me tell you, you get up around Cheyenne. There's also, there is the Big Sky Country rodeos that happen near Bozeman, Montana. Oh my gosh, it's like 3 weeks of concerts, rodeos, parades almost every day, tribal festivals. It's crazy, some of the stuff they put on up there. Oh, boy. Good gosh, where is it? I cannot find it. Well, crap. Well, dang it. Where did I? On this side of our area. There is a huge amusement park going in at Veneta. What? I had not heard about it. I'm going to have to look that up. Park. Relatively new search. India's largest amusement. No, that's Veneta Singh. Okay, excuse me. There's a new theme park going in. No one can find anything about it on Reddit. Reddit is talking about this, saying, oh, wait a minute. Here it is. Here's the information about it. Oklahoma Ranch is a new resort development concept in Veneta, Oklahoma. It's going to have a hotel water park, outdoor water park, festival center, dinner show theater, 18-hole golf course, various residential, RV park, and Main Street USA Route 66 retail, dining, and entertainment experience. It doesn't talk a lot about an amusement park. It does talk about an Old West type town built within it. So that'd still be cool. There is a artist rendition drawing of what they are envisioning there. Now, I wonder if it will end up being anything. You know, a lot of the times they intend to. It starts off being something that, and then costs or things like that begin to interfere with it. Hope so. Anybody know when it's supposed to start? When they're supposed to start working on it? Fall 2026. Yeah, I saw the water park stuff. On what news? If it was in the, Challenge Children Weekly circular, then no, I didn't see it. But I understand Kendra keeping up to date on it. Sorry. I don't have Jen here to say, Brandy! I saw that article is what I saw, Deborah. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Here's Chris Jansen on KIX. Look who is listening. Now, that, the American Heartland is what they say it's going to be called. That wasn't what I saw on the link that I looked at. But that's a lot more extensive than what the artist renditions they had on that website. This one down here says it'd be called the Three Ponies RV Park and Campground, which it could be part of the American Heartland. Bayou Bay, Big Timber Falls, Stony Point Harbor, Liberty Village, and Electropolis. Roller coasters, including a large wooden roller coaster. So that's pretty cool. Huge, huge concert venue looking thing. And some parts of the park would all point towards one big staging area where they could have big shows and music festivals. That would be really neat. I think it's a smart location when you think about how centrally located we are right here. Who watches local TV news? America's Heartland. Yeah, that's the name of the place. All right, guys, we're getting ready to go into the break, and we have got, oh my gosh, no, wait. I've got to do another song. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, going to have to do a seg. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number one for country morning. KIX wanting to know, what are you doing right now? 623-1025 to text or tell us. Here's Luke Combs on KIX. Yeah, it looks like it would be really neat. So 3 years from now. Hi there, Morning KIX. What are you doing right now?
Driving to Coffeyville, Kansas.
Well, keep your hands at 10 and 2, all right? Because we all know how those Coffeyville, Kansas drivers are.
Yes, we do.
All right. Thanks for calling. Bye. All right. On that note, we'll let you know that we got Morning KIX Takeover starting after this next break. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Tomorrow, if Jen comes back, we are going to have the debate over how many holes are in the straw, and I'm going to set her straight on this. Plus, we will tell you about how, due to the actors' strike, we'll go over your coming attractions with you. Here's a hint there, nothing. And we'll have a new edition of the Morning KIX Extra tomorrow. So have a great rest of your Thursday. Those of you that are meeting up at the Wild Animal Safari, 10 o'clock is the time they're going to be meeting there. Sorry that we can't be there with you today, but the next Gin Tour we'll look forward to. It's going to be coming in the first week of August, I think. So have a great rest of your day. Bye. Oh, wait.